Kamaru Usman, the former welterweight champion, is going to take on the current champion, Leon Edwards, at UFC 286, where he's going to try and get his belt back, which he lost to Edwards last year in a shocking knockout. This fight is going to take place in England, and these two are going to collide for the third time in their careers. Their first fight took place back in 2015, when Kamaru Usman defeated Leon Edwards, and then Edwards settled the score back in 2022 when he knocked out Kamaru to become the welterweight UFC champion of the world. This was only Kamaru Usman's second loss in his UFC career, with 20 wins to his name. And this is going to be their third fight, and Kamaru Usman is all ready for it. Usman talked about his opponent, and he made it clear that he doesn't at all think that he was bested by his opponent. He went on to add that the fighters can watch all the tapes they want. They study their opponents and notice their strong and weak points. But he made it abundantly clear that it does not at all fully prepare you for the fight. He said that this opponent has watched his videos too, but they have no idea what they're going to feel when they are with him inside the octagon. And when they get inside the octagon with him, they learn that he is so much more than what they just saw in his videos. To put it exactly in his words, Usman said,
"Until you are locked in that cage with me and you actually feel that, you have no idea. This individual has felt it twice, and he has melted twice. So he's shown me nothing to let me believe that he's a better mixed martial artist than I am, besides one Hail Mary in the 5th round."
Usman has made it clear that he does not at all think Leon Edwards is a better fighter than him, so let's see if that turns out to be the truth at UFC 286. UFC 286 takes place on Saturday at the O2 in London. This is going to be the 4th pay-per-view of this year and the 2nd of this month already. In this event, we have to get ourselves some very good fighters to look forward to. Our main event is, of course, going to be one of the most anticipated UFC fights, where the fan favorite, Kamaru Usman, is going to try and get back his belt from Leon Edwards. This is going to be their trilogy fight after Edwards shockingly knocked out Usman last August to claim the title. We've also got a co-main event where we are going to see lightweight contenders Justin Gaethje locking horns with Rafael Fiziev, and this match is going to be from the 155 weight division. Then there's going to be a third episode of Embedded, where the featured fighters will be seen getting ready for the UFC Fight Week. To be exact, UFC's description of the event says, "Champ Leon Edwards and Kamaru Usman stay focused on their title match. Justin Gaethje and Rafael Fiziev check in cross paths, and Brian Barberena settles in. Against Roman Dolidze trains hard." While the Nigerian Nightmare plans on getting his belt back from Leon Edwards, his opponent seems to have plans of his own. He's made it clear that this is the end of Kamaru Usman, and he's going to put a proper end to his career when he finishes him off yet again at UFC 286. To put it exactly in Rocky's words, the man said,
He's on his way out, and I was gonna open a door for him and give him another path to follow his fashion dreams and follow his wherever he wants to go, wherever he retires after or not. That's up to him,
Leon Edwards was in an interview when he was asked about how his life has been as champion and how much this actually means to him, and he of course said that it means the world, and it has changed his life and the way people treat him. Leon said that when he was not doing that well, nobody wanted to fight him, that people were just avoiding him. But now that he has the gold, he's always in the spotlight, of course. And Leon went on to add that he had heard that when you become a champion, you get 30% better, and he can feel it. He feels both mentally and physically better. This fight is going to be in his hometown, so he's pretty pumped about that too. He said that he's really excited because all his family and friends are going to be there to support him, and it's been 4 years since he last fought in the UK. So it feels really good to be back home because it gives him added motivation and a lot of energy. Conor McGregor is to make a comeback to the cage this year against Michael Chandler, and it has been reported that he has still not re-entered the USADA testing pool. Both Chandler and McGregor are currently coaching the latest season of The Ultimate Fighter with one another, and it is also reported that these two have been getting into some altercations as well, which we are looking forward to seeing when the show airs. Conor has still not entered the USADA testing pool, which means his return to the cage will be at least at the end of the year, because he's supposed to spend at least 6 months in the testing pool. Jedi Goodman took to Twitter and wrote, "As of March 13th, Conor McGregor doesn't show any USADA sample counts in 2023. Fans could pretty much get annoyed by this because they want to know when will he be coming back. Even if he enters the testing pool in a week or two, we could very much expect him to make a comeback in September." UFC 286 is just around the corner, and the flyweight Mokaev and Hadley are going to lock horns with their respective opponents. Both of them representing the UK, but there seems to be bad blood between these two. It turns out both Mokaev and Hadley have been in some sort of social media feud for years. But when they came across each other, Hadley seemed to avoid the confrontation, as Mokaev told the media that when he came across Hadley, the boy used his father as a human shield to get away from him. Mokaev then took to Twitter and wrote, "It's always fun to meet people in real life after they talk shit on Twitter for the last 5 years. I couldn't hear one word from Hadley's mouth. Thank you, Dad, for stepping in for you." While speaking to the media, Muhammad said Hadley is a coward for hiding behind his dad. He's a UFC fighter, and if Muhammad was in his place, he would have slapped the guy. Hadley also, later on, talked about the confrontation, and he said that he was not going to fight him in a hotel because that's just stupid. He then added that Muhammad does not want to fight him inside the octagon. Hadley went on to call Mokaev an idiot for wanting to fight him in a hotel. Will we get to see a fight between these two anytime soon? It's always really disappointing for combat sports fans when a fighter is caught taking banned substances and gets banned. Really bad news for the fans has been reported, as Alistair Overeem has been suspended for a year and his win over Hari has been overturned, a no contest after he tested positive for a banned substance. It has not yet been revealed as to which substance he used, but he has been banned for a year. Glory officials confirmed this news back on Tuesday. It was also reported that they right away removed him from Glory rankings, and he is also has to relinquish a percentage of his earnings from the fight. This is not even the first time this man has been caught doping, as it is to be remembered that Overeem was suspended from the UFC back in 2012 by the Nevada Athletic Commission as he had elevated levels of testosterone. Thanks for tuning in today. That's all we have for now. Who do you think's going to win between Kamaru Usman and Leon Edwards? Let us know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.